What's up, guys? First of all, I would like to thank all of you who watched the first two videos about this laptop. The first one is the simply unboxing, and the review about this laptop, which is quite still incomplete. You know, I'm missing a lot of content there, and the overall video wasn't that good since this is my first time editing videos on Adobe Premiere. So, you know, just bear with me, and keep in mind that I am just doing this for fun and to give an idea for those who just like me, who need a laptop, a productivity lab gadget or device to use in my online schooling or office stuffs. And yeah, so today's video I'm going to review this laptop after a month of usage, of what I've experienced about it, what are the pros and cons. And so let's go. So for those of you guys who do not have any idea about the specification of this laptop, here's a quick spec, so feel free to pause this. Yep. So first thing I wanted to point out is the lack of ports. Yep, we're only having a USB port and a USB Type-C port. And if you're like me who wanted to use a separate keyboard and a mouse, things would be limited because I'll be using the USB port for the mouse and then the USB keyboard for the Type-C, and with that you'll be needing a USB to Type-C connector, like an OTG, and with that there will be no place for any USB devices anymore. Like, what if you wanted to transfer any files? So you need to have to remove any of the two devices first, and then transfer files, and then after it put it back again, and it just gives a lot of works to do. And with that, I really suggest to buy a USB hub for availability of the USB ports. And next is about the weight of this laptop. So it weighs about 1.5 kilograms, and yeah, it still got some weight in it. And though it's having this slim form factor, yeah, it still got some weight. And for its price, I mean, I don't have to complain for it. So it's not really a it doesn't matter for me at all. When it comes to the keyboard and the trackpad, so I didn't have much problem with that, and actually I'm commending it. And the only thing that I'm get annoyed of is the response of the backlit in the keyboard. So if you see here, okay, did you guys see that? So it took about more or less a second for the backlit to response. So guys, I don't know if you guys will take that as a an issue, but for me, whenever I work on a very dark environment, so first I need to press any key, just to know the positioning of the keys, and for that it will take a second, and for me it's kind of annoying. And every time, because the backlit just disappears for I don't know how many seconds after the last press, and it's kind of annoying. Okay, and next thing I wanted to discuss is about the heating of this laptop. If you're not working on a air-conditioned environment, yeah, there would be a tendency that you will notice the heating of the laptop, especially on the middle part of the keyboard. Yep, and I think that's just a normal on every laptop, especially you're simultaneously working on different apps. But the heating is not to the point that you'll get hurt of yourself. No, it's not like that. There will be some heating, and it's noticeable, and that's it. I think it's normal in my opinion. And another thing, someone commented on my past video about the electric shock feedback whenever the laptop is being used while charging. And honestly, I didn't have any experience like that, not at all. Maybe on the past devices of Chewy, but not on this one. Well, based from my experience, of course. Next I wanted to talk about is about the hinge of this laptop, which is a very common issue on laptops, but keep in mind that I've been just using this for about a month, so it's still a very short period, and I think it won't be valid just to, you know, give some review about the hinge of this laptop. And of course, as of now, it's still pretty sturdy, you know, considering it's just a mount. No. Next one, a lot of you guys are asking how is the performance of the battery. So the battery, honestly, it's not satisfying. That's my yeah, honest thoughts about it. And probably you could watch movies for like at a maximum of 3 movies to drain a full charge battery of this. And I think one of the factors that affects the fast drainage of the battery is the 2K resolution of this laptop. Yeah, as it generates, you know, the graphics, yeah, it consumes a lot of power. And yep, so especially when you are doing some intensive task, yeah, battery life would be so fast. So when it comes to the speakers of this Lappy, yeah, it's kind of pretty loud, especially when you are working on a very silent environment, in a very quiet place, and in a pretty close room. Yeah, the sound of the speakers would be more than enough. And I'm not being technical of the sound quality because I don't do so much technicalities with the sound quality, and for me it's just fine. So here's the sample, listen up. So when it comes to the display of this laptop, so it's one of the greatest highlight of this device. Yeah, so I'm still commending it. Yeah, details are very sharp. The only thing that I got a problem with is with the wobbleness of the screen itself. So guys, if you can see, yeah, I'm doing some movement and the display is wobbly, and I suggest to place your Lappy in a very sturdy table to work with. Now, the last thing I wanted to discuss is about the performance of this laptop, the overall performance. So as of now, it still performs the moment it was, you know, sent to me. The moment I received the product, it still performs the same. So if you can see here in the boot up process, so let's give it a press. Okay guys, so as you can see, it took about how many seconds? Maybe 8 or 9, but probably less than 10 seconds. So yeah, the storage, you know, still performs well, and in my very honest opinion, it still performs just fine. Okay, and again, I suggest not to use this for gaming because there is no any dedicated graphic cards, but just an integrated. So overall overall about the everything about this laptop, about my experience for the past month, I'm kind of quite satisfied about it. Yeah, that's honestly my thought of it. And yeah, so that's it. That's my review of the Chewy's Corebook X after a 1 month, or after a month of usage. So okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.